What's up, War Rapport family? It's that time. We're back. Fireside with the War Rapport. I got my man Ike Jones here. This Fireside is brought to you by Golden's Cast Iron. They made the amazing cast iron fire pit that we ate on and ate off of today. Also, 2298 Vintage Butcher Shop. We got Chef Randall Baldwin and Chef Harrison. We're here cooking us some interesting stuff tonight.
Hey.
We ate elk.
Hey man, let me just say that elk, fire.
It was magnificent.
Yeah.
It was exquisite. But we have some exquisite gentlemen here with us right now tonight. Damari Alston, Jarquez Hunter, and the new guy Brian Battie. Did I say that right? Battie or Battie?
Battie. You gotta put
Okay.
that. You gotta put that Battie on
Battie.
everything.
Right. Okay. All right. Brian Battie.
Is that that Creole? That's a Creole situation.
Nah, not. It might be. I honestly don't even know.
Just make sure you throw that little on that thing. Okay.
Well, Brian Battie joins us. We got what I presume to be most of the running backs that will be playing a good portion of the time here with us tonight. Guys, we want to thank you for joining us. Let's jump right in here. We are 3 weeks out from football.
Something like that.
3 weeks out from football.
Close.
How excruciating is the summer? Like, we heard from the other guys, they were like, man, we're tired of lifting weights. We're ready to play some football. Like, how excruciating is the summer for you guys? Damari, I'll start with you.
We talked to him last time. He was like, man, working out ain't nothing, man. You know, you still in the, man, I don't care, man. Just throw the weights up, let's do it. That's how you still feel?
Yeah, like,
Okay.
I don't complain when it comes to workouts. I mean, like, it's something we all got to do. And I just feel like, and I feel like it helped the team, come together a little bit because we're working out together. Everybody holding each other accountable, going through tough times together, hard work. I feel like, the summer, they bring out the best of you for real. Mm-hmm.
Well, listen, I've been wanting to ask this question in person, Ike.
Okay.
For 2 years now.
Okay.
Jarquez Hunter, the man, the myth, the legend. The guy who squats over 600 pounds. Tell me what goes through your mind before, like, when was the first time you squatted 600?
In high school.
High school?
Mm-hmm.
All right, like, so walk me through this process. You just woke up and was like, I'm gonna squat 600 today, or?
Nah, it was one day. So I played basketball, so it was during basketball, but I did powerlifting too, though.
You do not look like a hooper, bro. Come on now.
Well, I can hoop.
Okay.
I might not look like it, but I got it.
Okay.
But so I was going in the weight room just at the basketball practice, and one of my homeboys in high school, he was getting ready for powerlifting. I did powerlifting too, but the season had started, he was practicing, and he was doing like 635.
Yeesh.
And my coach, he was like, you can't do this. And the dude, my homeboy before me did it like 3 times. He said, you can't do it. Not one time. I did it 3 times just to show him I could do it.
Yikes.
Wow.
You said 635?
Mm-hmm.
What are you squatting now?
3 times.
I really don't know my max. We ain't really maxed out, so I can't tell you.
Man, the bar can't even hold it, Like,
Well, this might be a good segue into strength and conditioning, right? How has that changed with this new staff from the last staff? Like, are you guys focusing more on power? Like, what's the weightlifting like?
More speed.
More speed?
Yeah. Getting faster.
Yeah, same for you.
I feel like it's more like football related stuff. Like it's
just functional movement.
Yeah, it's a drastic change from last year's staff to this one. Like Josh said, they focus a lot on speed and like what our position group has to get better at, like with our body and stuff like that. Like the lifts we do, it's not as heavy as it used to be last year, but we still gonna put some weight on that bar. Okay. Feel me? And we do speed work like 2 to 3 times a week, and we getting after that. So, yeah.
So do you feel like you're faster? Like you?
Yeah, I got a lot faster.
Oh man,
I got a lot faster.
Brian, so you came from USF. We got the transfers in here with us. Like, what's the difference for you from USF to here as far as strength and conditioning, and how have you worked yourself into the process?
I mean, I had my last strength and conditioning coach. He was pretty good. Like he was a pretty good strength and conditioning coach. But Dom, like our new strength and conditioning coach, he different. Like he real technical on like what you need specifically like for each player, and I like that about him because it's like Damari said, like each position group kind of got to work on certain things more so than other things. Like linemen got to be more so like he'll have the linemen pushing sleds and stuff while we doing like speed work and stuff like that. But Dom definitely like you can see the difference like from everybody from spring to now coming into fall camp, like everybody kind of like transformed, and like I feel like he top tier when it comes to the strength and conditioning part.
All right, so what I want to know, we line it up right now. 100 meters.
That's what I'm saying. We got 2 track athletes right here.
Say we line it up.
2 former track
100 meters.
athletes. Yeah.
Who's going to cross the line first?
In the 100?
Yeah.
Very
Oh,
suddenly.
wait a minute.
Okay,
Hold on.
Hey, hold on. No, hold on, wait. So Jarquez was a state qualifier at the 100 meter, right?
Yeah.
Hold up.
Damari ran like an 11.3.
They don't agree on this though. I
Yeah.
want to know. Hold on.
No,
'cause,
that
hey,
was old though.
you
That was
look like
old,
you want to
though.
jump
They
in and
ain't
be
even
like,
put
what are we
that-
talking
Yeah,
about?
right.
They know. They know who go with that 100 meters, man.
Oh, man.
So you,
I never ran track though.
So hold on.
See,
I
he
never
might
ran
get me
track.
on the start, but once I get going,
So that was my question.
Straight
Because when you
line
said
feet?
100, you clarified the 100. So you feel like you going? Is it in the 40? He'll get you in the 40, but you got him on.
he might give me the first 10.
No, I'm gonna get him in
Man.
that 40.
After that, I'm coming.
He said he's walking now.
I get him in the 400.
But you disagree. You like you can get all of them.
You said 400?
Nah,
That time was
I don't know
old,
about the
though.
400.
That
I
time
ain't
was
running
old?
the
Yeah.
400.
Okay, all right.
That was like beginning of my senior year, but towards the end, I was like 10-9.
10.9. Okay, wow.
What you ran?
What's the fastest 100 you ever ran?
Like a 10-8
Oh.
10.8.
one time.
Because he just heard him say 10.9.
So I guess I ran 10-7 then.
I would run the legit like 10-6. Like
Listen, I mean,
That's funny.
that's a lot of speed. What do you got? Like, wait, let me start with you. What in high school you played at 160?
yeah,
160, where you playing at now?
I'm only 170 right now.
Okay, so you put on 10 pounds?
Yeah,
All right, but you got to stay kind of light to stay quick, though, right?
yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
Jarquez, what are you playing at now?
210.
210? And then running a sub 11-second 100-meter dash?
That's what's gonna give me the advantage though. Like that's why I'm gonna beat him. Like
No,
you
you're
know what I mean? That's why I'm gonna beat him. He got a lot of weight he got to
He got
carry
40
with
extra
him. You
pounds
feel me?
weighing him
Don't
down.
let this side fool you.
Damari, what are you playing at now?
210.
210?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I mean, that's a decent amount of weight for running backs.
Yeah.
You know, these days. How do you maintain that weight and keep your speed? Jarquez, last year? The 95-yard touchdown run you had?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he been.
I mean, when he got in the
freshman
open
that was
field.
that was freshman year. You
Fre-
did that.
was that
Against, that was
freshman?
Alabama
My
State.
freshman year.
Yeah, you got loose, and I mean, it was tail lights. Nobody saw you.
That's
They,
crazy.
were they in zero on that? Like, cause it seemed like once you got past the line of scrimmage,
was
there was just
nobody.
nobody there.
I don't know. I just seen open grass. So I just took off.
Oh man, so that was definitely your longest touchdown run, both high school and college.
I mean, that was
Nah,
an Auburn's record.
high school probably. I done ran like a 99 touchdown in high
Oh,
school.
see? No, all right. What's your longest run?
I had a 98-yarder in high school.
Okay, wow. Damari,
Like 90.
90?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, if we count kickoff returns, then I'd have had like
Oh yeah, kickoff
103,
return. I've definitely
100.
done.
Did all y'all do special teams in high school?
Yeah, I did punt return.
Okay, all
I did
right.
punt return and kick
I
return.
really didn't. I ain't even do kickoff return in high school.
Okay.
I did it one game, like, and I took it to the crib, but I ain't never really did nothing.
So I want to ask you about the return game, because I know you was in the return game last year doing kickoffs.
Yeah, a little bit.
You did some kickoff return stuff first 2 years, but you last year led the nation in all-purpose yards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is the mindset of a guy trying to, like, a kickoff return specialist? Because it's different, right? There's a different kind of setting up and all that kind of thing. Like, what makes you special in that aspect, from your opinion?
I feel like I do a good job with like not being patient, not like rushing it, like because certain like whenever you do a kickoff return, you gotta let your block set up, but you also gotta know when you just gotta hit it at the same
Right.
time. So like I feel like I do a good job of like not wasting too much time letting my block set up, but like also being patient at the same time.
Okay.
So I'm like, it's just I don't know. You just really gotta be able to see it. So
Yeah.
So now you haven't taken one to the crib on the kickoff, but what you have done a couple of times is jump over a grown man. I want to ask, like, at what point in time in your mind are you like, oh, I'm just gonna jump?
I'm just gonna go over
I'm
him.
just gonna jump over
Yeah.
him, bro. Like,
I mean, you know how DBs tackle when you watch film.
Yeah.
Most DBs probably gonna hit me low.
yeah.
So like, as I'm coming out the edge, I'm like, oh, he already gonna try to hit me in my leg. So I just dive over.
The first time we saw you do that was Penn State.
State,
Was
yeah.
it Penn State, right? Because to me, do you remember that old clip of Vince Carter jumping over a 7-footer's head in the Olympics? It was like 2000 Olympics, and he went into dunk. And in my head, I'm thinking, when do you decide to do that?
Yeah.
Do I go left? Do I go right? I'm just gonna jump
'Cause
straight over.
I'm gonna tell you straight up, I've never had the urge to jump over nobody in my life, ever. I don't even jump over my son.
Yeah,
I just, what are you doing?
it was impressive. I mean, it was a highlight on ESPN
For sure.
You know, for a lot that week.
Because you didn't just hurdle him. It was like a legit hurdle. You kept running afterwards. I was like, bro, this dude, he's a little different. He's a little different to be doing that kind of thing.
Speaking of different,
Hold on, wait a minute. Because I want to come here next though. Because last year, your first situation, it was your second carry against Mercer, I think,
Yeah.
or was it San Jose State?
San
It was a
Jose.
situation where you tried to jump over the pile, but they hit you in the air, and then you landed on your feet and kept running. I was like, see, this is why I don't play football, man, because I don't think I'm able to have my coordination don't work like that. If I'm in the air and a dude hit me, that's the end of the play. We done. For some reason, your center of gravity is like, it always looks like you're falling forward while you're running, but you maintain your balance. Is that something that you work on? Like, what's allowing you to be able to do that?
I really think that's just a gift that God gave me for real. I mean, I always it ain't really been nothing I worked on for real. Like,
Yeah.
I think I've just been like that since high school. Like, everybody always tell me like my contact balance is crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Brian, you got pretty good balance as well too. We saw you get loose a few times at 8A. Felt like you had a pretty good game. You know, are you focusing on special teams? What did they tell you about how they're going to use you this season?
I mean, I'm be the returner, but I'm be in there running back too.
Okay.
Really, I'm here to just play my role and do whatever to help the team get wins for real.
You know, so when we were in school, we had two pretty special running backs. One of them is
was
your
all right.
position coach, Cadillac, and the other was Ronnie Brown.
Yeah.
They had Brandon Jacobs too.
Then we had Brandon.
too.
2003, they had Brandon Jacobs.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So 04 when they went undefeated, I think he transferred to Northern Illinois.
Yeah.
Right.
Brandon did?
Yeah.
His son plays tight end, and
I didn't
he's a
even know he
monster.
left.
He's bigger than him.
Yeah.
But going into that 2004 season, everybody assumed one of those guys was gone because there wouldn't be enough football to go around. Now, there are three dynamic running backs in the room. You know, the division of carries, Jarquez last year, you probably had 5 to 6 carries behind Tank, you know, a game. You know, what do you guys expect the division of carries to be like? You know, what does it look like in this new offense that they're trying to set in about how you guys are going to share the football?
I don't know. I just feel like we three players that they can't keep off the field. So however that works, we gotta be on the field. If we gotta be on the field at the same time, if you know, I just feel like we all gonna get ours for real. Definitely in Coach Free's offense because it's so fast, it's tempo, and I feel like he gonna get his playmakers out in space and let them work. So
When we had the receivers here, we asked them about how much they expect Hugh Freeze to pass the ball. And when we did, they brought you guys up. They said, we got dogs at running back, man. So it's like you got to feed them.
yeah.
You know, Brian, again, is the new guy kind of to this situation. Are you expecting to catch the ball out of the backfield a little bit more or like screen game? Like, what do you feel like your fit is in here?
Yeah, I mean, really everything. Like, that's the thing about our room is like all of us can literally do everything. Like, we all can get in between the A gap, B gap. We all can get the outside zones. We all can catch from out the backfield. You can even line us up out wide.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We all gonna do what we gotta do. So I feel like Damari said, we got our room stacked, and we got ball players. So it's like they gonna have to use all of us in a certain type of way. you know, some of us gonna get used more than others, but we all gonna have a we all gonna have a part in the offense this year. And
Jarquez, catching the ball out of the backfield was a strength for you last year. I mean, you caught some big passes down the field. Are you expecting to do more of that this year? Is that something you worked on in the offseason?
Yeah, that's something I work on. I try to, like, after every practice, I try to get one of the quarterbacks, catch a couple extra passes. So, like, in the game, I'd be used to catching the ball, because that's a big part of the running backs got to do to help the team win. We got to catch the ball.
And I feel like, you know, it's a new era of running backs, you know. You see Jahmyr Gibbs just got drafted first round, Bijan Robinson, and them guys catching like crazy. Like, you can literally put them at receiver if you wanted to, you feel me? And I feel like you got to catch the ball to be different in this game now. Like, it's way different from how it was when Coach Lack was running the ball.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they're going to line up in I formation, just pound the rock. You feel me?
So let's talk about difference, right? So different offensive scheme in here this year. What has been kind of that transition like been for you all, going from what they were doing last year with Keesau and whoever all the other different people that were called play? I don't know how many different people called plays for y'all last year, but what's been the fundamental differences between what that system has been like for y'all and what it is coming into this year? Is it easier, harder? You like it more? Like, you know, or you just like?
I like it. It's easier. I like it more. It's more fast-paced offense. Like, we getting the ball quick, instead of waiting and letting the defense sit up, and then we just go ahead and bust a 100-yard run while the defense waiting to get set up, and we already got the call and ready to go.
Yeah, Coy and those guys said that Coach Freeze has simplified the offense quite a bit from what you guys were doing last year, so you can play faster. Is that how you guys feel?
Yeah.
Is it a big change for you? Like, I know with South Florida, y'all were running more pace.
Yeah. I mean, Coach Freeze, like, the way we run it, like Coach Mont and Coach Freeze, they got the offense like real high tempo. Like at USF, we wasn't really high tempo, but we did kind of run the same type of scheme as Coach Mont and Coach Freeze run. But like they were saying, like Coach Freeze and Mont got the offense real high tempo, like, and that's how we practice. So like we know when we get out in games, we're gonna be conditioned enough to run a high tempo offense and gas the defenses, and it's gonna be easier for us to put points up on the board like that.
But changing gears a little bit, Sarasota, Florida, Philadelphia, Mississippi, and Atlanta, Georgia, ATL. This is a little bit of a change for all of you. Jarquez, you like to hunt?
Yeah, I like to hunt.
You like to hunt a lot, right? Like, what's it like being in Auburn? You know, you think, is there stuff to do for you around here? Like, are y'all bored? Like, a lot of the guys said that
I'm about to say, from Atlanta, I know it's way different.
We know what y'all do up there in Atlanta. Like, but Philadelphia, Mississippi, what's there to do in Philadelphia, Mississippi? What's it like there?
It ain't too much to do there either.
Okay.
I mean, it's basically just like Auburn. It's a country town.
Okay.
Basically. I mean, all you can do is fish, hunt, trail ride, stuff like that.
I think I saw a picture or video of you squatting in cowboy boots. I mean,
let's talk about that. Let's talk about
I ain't never seen that like
you got the whole cowboy situation going on, right? Like, I first and foremost, I don't even understand why you would ever want to do anything athletic in cowboy boots. But like, is that just kind of part of like how you like
who you are?
Yeah, like where did the cowboy persona come from, man?
I mean, I always wear cowboy boots. I used to wear cowboy boots to school like almost every day. I lifted in my boots. I mean,
how is that comfortable, bro? Like, what are we doing? How you got
I mean, once you break them in, they feel just like a pair of slippers or tennis shoes. You know? I ain't swear, I used to play basketball in them.
Man, come on, man. See, this how I know you ain't no hooper, man. Come on, man.
I'm telling you, you cannot guard me.
I mean, I don't get out that. You way more athletic than me. I'm an old man, but I'm just saying, in my day, I think I would have been able to work, man. I don't know, Quay. I think I might have been able to give you that work.
And I probably had dunk on you, too.
Wow.
In the cowboy boots.
Come on, cuz. Don't do that.
So beside track, did you guys play any other sports in high school?
Not in high school, but I used to play baseball all my life.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
Baseball player.
I used to love baseball.
What position were you playing?
Shortstop.
Shortstop. What about you?
I played baseball in youth league, not in high school though.
Okay.
But in high school is just straight football.
What made you guys go the football route? Like, when did you decide football was what you wanted to do?
I've been playing football since I was about 5 years old. Like, it was straight football and baseball for me. And, like, I don't know, like, I just like hitting people when I was younger. Like, my dad got me into it. Like, I just, like, when I was 5, I used to play up with, like, 7U, all that type of stuff. I just like hitting people, for real.
Quez, you chose football, but a lot of schools were trying to recruit you as a linebacker.
Yeah, I played outside linebacker.
Okay.
I started both sides in high school.
Okay, so you came to Auburn. They told you could play running back, right? Was that a deal breaker for you when you were choosing schools? Like,
Nah, I told the schools I wasn't playing defense.
you told them you weren't playing defense.
I wasn't playing the defense.
Okay, all right.
I wanted to play running back.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
I just did it in high school for fun. I ain't want to come off the field.
I mean, listen, man. I commented on this many times on our show, bro. You the only person I know will run, 70-yard touchdown, then be right back on kickoff coverage, bro. I'm like, what are you on, man? Like, why are you? How do you not get tired, bro? Like, what kind of conditioning you got going on over there, man?
I don't know. Like in high school, I did defense, I did offense, I did punt return, I did kick return. I never came out the field, and I didn't want to come out the field. I just liked it.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So running back, you're more involved, I guess, right? Like, you're guaranteed action at running back because they're going to hand you the ball a lot. What about you? Like why football?
For me, I mean, when I was like, that's just my family. Like, my pops, he played football. Like, my granddaddy played football. Like, my whole family, like all my older cousins, my older brother, like we a football family. So like
It's like that in Florida, though. That Pop Warner life in Florida.
Yeah,
when you from Florida, like you gonna play football. Like,
Yeah.
we the best state. Like, we produce the best players. So like,
I knew.
like somebody like Damari might say different. 'Cause
As soon as you said that, I looked at the bar face. I was like,
we produce the best football players for real though. Like, and that's just like in Florida. That's the world. Like, football is the world.
Florida has a
like,
reputation for producing speed, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
OD.
like some of the fastest kids come out of Florida.
Yeah.
But nah, football players, like the best football players. Look it up. You look it up. They gonna say Florida produced the best football players. Like, not just speed, like the best football players. But nah, though, like I kind of was brought into it. Like, my family, like all the boys in my family played football, and then like just as I was going through the years of youth league, I was always like one of the best people on my team, like best player in the area, whatever. So then I got to high school, and I was still like one of the best players. So like after that, like I'm gonna stick to the sport that I'm the best at. Like, I was good in baseball, but I wouldn't like stand out like that. So I just stuck to it.
Quez, 5,700 yards in high school, right? Like, total, I think, running the ball. I mean, you had a pretty prolific senior season as well, too. But you guys coming out and coming into college, right? Do you feel like maybe people underestimated you guys coming out of high school? I mean, I took a look at star rankings. A lot of people look at star rankings. But all you guys now are highly regarded as running backs at the college level, right? How hard was it to get to that level? And, how much do you think people underestimated your talent coming in? Hugh Freeze said about you in the spring, he said, we slept on Damari.
Yeah.
I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah.
Like, he said he knew about Quez because there's a lot of tape on Quez, but he felt like, man, he's way better than I thought coming in.
Yeah.
Like, how do you guys stay motivated, man, with people just kind of underestimating you?
I mean, I feel like that's how it's been my whole life, for real. So it's not something I'm really that's foreign to me. Like, I'm really used to it. And coming out of high school, I wasn't really worried about rankings, nothing like that, man. I was just worried about that Friday night game. Just snapping, going crazy. And I just feel like, right now I'm not even a highly regarded running back. You feel me? And that's just in my opinion, because
I played a little bit, but I didn't play, as much last year. And I feel like people still haven't seen me for real. Like they haven't seen my game at all.
Yeah.
Like y'all seen me, get a few reverses.
Yeah.
Break one long run last year, but what y'all about to see this year is gonna be something different.
I like that. Why South Florida? You decided to stay in state. What were the other options? And then why leave South Florida and come to Auburn?
I was coming out of high school. I had my top three was USF or South Florida, Cincinnati, and Kansas State. And I chose South Florida because I wanted to stay next to the crib. Like it was only 45 minutes away from home, and like at the time I was just kind of worried that if I go too far, I get homesick. So like, I decided I wanted to stay at the crib, let my family, like all my family could come see my games and stuff. So that was kind of like a big decision. And I wanted to play early too. Like I wanted to play as soon as I got to school. So that was like, those was like my, like the biggest factors in me staying back home and going to South Florida.
But now you're at Auburn.
Yeah.
So like, why Auburn?
I wanted after this last season. For me, it was important that I wanted to play against better competition and like make a bigger name for myself so that I can get to that next level. Because I felt like staying at South Florida, playing on a team that won one game, 2 games, like it wasn't real promising coming from out of that situation. So I just wanted to up the competition level and challenge myself now that I'm a little older and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Quez, was staying in state like a thought for you, like staying close to home?
Nah,
Just had to get out of Philadelphia?
I really didn't care about staying in state. Truly, I always wanted to come to Auburn for real. Like that was I always wanted to play ball ever since I was little.
What about you, Damari?
I mean, Atlanta is not far.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, like
right up the road from the crib.
You got that other school over there in the state that's a powerhouse.
That was crazy. That was probably the only one of the only schools I didn't have an offer from.
Oh wow, really?
And they tried to get me like late in my recruitment, and I was like, I went to a game. I was supposed to stay after, talk with the coaches or whatever. I just left because I knew I wasn't decommitted from Auburn. Like no matter what, I was not decommitted from Auburn. So I knew where I wanted to be, and it didn't have nothing to do with being close to home or anything. But I feel like it worked out in my favor though, because I am pretty close to home. That's not also what played a part in my recruitment.
Now, we've seen what Walker White is doing out here on social media. But in my opinion, you kind of started that way.
Yeah, you were recruiting really hard for Auburn.
Yeah.
As a commit.
Yeah, I feel like that's most important. You gotta have the recruits, man. You gotta get everybody on board, and just you gotta start waves like that, so you can build the team over the years. It's not just what you got now; it's about what you gonna have going in. Like that's how those guys, Georgia, that other school. That's how they, that's how they produced and win national championships. And I feel like we can do the same thing, especially where we're starting right now.
Okay. There's an ongoing conversation we're having at these firesides about the most fashionable guy.
I definitely want to get into this.
Coy Moore's name came up.
And then hold on.
We asked about the team, Pretty Boy.
Pretty Boy. They said Cam Stutz.
I accused Robbie, but he pointed the finger at Cam and
I forgot who else he said, bro.
Michael Riley Ducker.
Yes, Michael Riley Ducker was the other one everybody said.
Yeah.
So
From what I see on a daily basis,
All right.
like we could just be going to workouts. Your boy right here go walk in with some Christian Dior's on his feet, Christian Dior on his hat, Christian Dior on his shades.
Okay, all right. I know what I'm getting you for Christmas.
He
Christian Dior.
nah, not just Christian. I'm just saying like he be coming in there, and he stepping.
All right.
From what I see, he be dressed the most though.
Jarquez, you still rocking the cowboy boots to go work out?
Nah, they won't let me wear the boots. So I
They got banned?
I just put on my slides. And just,
Okay, all right.
So
But if you stepping out on Friday night,
yeah, I was about to say outside of that,
Yeah.
like what? Who? You put yourself up there number one best dress on the team.
yeah, I give it to him. I give it to Damari.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Like, for
Little
real,
alert,
for
Michael
real, like-
Riley.
Who?
For real.
Michael, he said, tell Michael Riley that we got competition for best dress.
Yeah. The campus has changed quite a bit. But
Yeah.
speaking of change, there's a $90 million performance
Yeah,
center,
I definitely want to get into
right?
that.
Like,
Oh,
so,
yeah.
I mean, I think you guys experienced the old
Yeah.
weightlifting. Like, how big has that been? What has that change been like going from that, going from the Honda Civic to the Maserati to the Bugatti?
And it just looks better.
Yeah.
And it's more. We got more stuff in the new complex to use than we had in the old one.
The equipment's better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Way better.
You guys are using some technology. A couple, last year we saw you guys wearing like the vests
Yeah, the
that
catapult
monitor
joints.
your vitals and
Yeah.
heart rates. They're using more technology to help you guys train.
I be seeing people on the internet and stuff, like if Auburn football posts a picture of us in the catapults or whatever, they be like, why they wearing sports bras?
Right.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I saw that.
bro, y'all think, like, come on, bro, like,
They just don't know any better.
yeah.
Yeah.
But what's the difference been like for you coming from South Florida? Like what was it like over there as far as? Oh wow,
Oh,
that big a difference.
I ain't talking down on him now.
Hey, listen,
look,
man, we
hey,
it's the state of
it
the
is
art.
what it is.
so, yeah.
If it's the truth, it's the
at,
truth.
at South Florida, like, it was way different because we had like the field house, like the facility, but the facility is like when you come in, you got the football locker room over here, but it's also all the other sports in the same like complex.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's like it ain't really your own area for real. Like,
Yeah.
the locker room is, but once you walk out the locker room, it ain't really like your own, like just y'all. You feel me? So it's a lot different over here. This like that facility that was ours. Like when you walking through there, anybody you see in there is gonna be football related.
Straight
like
football.
people in there. So it's a lot different. Like it's a lot better too.
So let me ask this while we're talking about working out, because we got the Golden's cast iron, we got the dumbbells, kettlebells, all that kind of thing. Now you said you don't mind working out, but I want to know from all of y'all, because I asked the wide receivers this: if there is a workout to you that's like punishment, right? It's like, man, I don't want to do that one, bro. Is there a workout where is Coach Lack like saying, hey, somebody's late, this is what y'all, what's the punishment type of workout that you like, man, I hate doing that?
Oh, the thing I hate the most is rolling.
Rolling.
I can't roll. If I roll, like I get so dizzy to the point where like I just feel like I'm finna die.
Okay. All right, death. That's it.
Yeah,
Not die, but
it's
like
pretty big
I,
deterrent.
like I get real dizzy. I'm throwing up. Like I'd rather just run suicides
yeah,
than roll. Like, but when I say roll, it's like actually
on the
lay
ground.
on the ground and
Yeah.
roll. Like
Y'all ran a lot of stadiums last year. Is that something they're still doing?
Nah. We ain't running stadium.
You ain't ran stadiums more?
No, that was hell though.
Yeah,
Okay.
Owen used to do that with a weighted vest on or something.
He used to too. I did
weighted vest?
I did sometimes.
The only thing that used to hurt me is them 300 shuttles, like to the 50 back like 3 times, and that's like one. It wasn't that I was tired. It's like my legs couldn't move no more. They just get tired.
Wow.
Like you just cutting back and forth.
See, that's crazy, cause that wasn't even that hard to me.
I can do them decks all day, but them 300s,
So, but you was like, nah, man, we not doing these stadiums no more.
But them decks crazy, man.
Did you guys pretty much hit all your off-season weight room goals? Like
Yeah.
everybody are generally stronger this offseason
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
into the season.
Yeah, I was talking to Austin Keys the other day, and he was telling me how he felt like he just got like way stronger just from like taking on blocks and stuff. And I was like, bro, I don't know why I feel way stronger too. Like I just feel like Coach Dom and his staff did a great job with us this summer, man. And they still doing a great job with us during fall camp, taking care of our bodies and stuff like that. But yeah.
What about sports nutrition? Like, do you guys have
Yeah.
like plans that, you know, and are you going into like, you know, the football to eat at the
Yeah.
facility, and it's all like the macros is all planned out for you?
Yeah. I mean, like you got to sit down with the nutritionist to get a real like meal plan. But like as far as eating like at the facility, they be having like good food for us to eat, like
Okay.
food that you can actually sit down and eat for real. Like that's another thing about where I'm coming from. Like where I came from, I used to check in. Now I gotta go buy myself something to eat because I don't want to eat that food in there. But like
Oh, wow.
over here, it's like it's good enough for me to eat. Like,
Okay, so that leads me to my next question. When you are not eating the food that's planned for you, what's your go-to spot in Auburn? What's the best food outside of the university campus in Auburn?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I love burgers, but I can't eat them too much because they like greasy and stuff.
Yeah.
But Sheila C's
Sheila
is
C's.
crazy.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I like
Mike
crazy.
McAllister said
I
the
like
same
Sheila
thing.
C's, but I think Draft House to
I
me
ain't
got
been to
better
Draft
burgers.
House.
Draft House right there by Little Italy.
Oh man.
It's a new burger spot too called Jack Brown.
Okay.
Okay, that's
It
one of those
replaced
in my mail, so.
cheeseburger, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
I hit Sheila C's the other day. I needed a nap immediately
Know what
after.
I'm
I mean,
saying?
it was heavy.
yeah,
It was heavy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Quiz, what you eat?
I'd probably go to Bon Mars. But if I want something just quick, I go right down the street to McDonald's, give me two Mac chickens.
You said bomb hours. Y'all be sliding over there with the offensive linemen, seeing if they could like get y'all some free stuff.
Oh, yeah, they do be getting the free stuff. I was supposed to go with them a couple times, but
Yeah, I ain't been over there with them yet.
you been to Bomb House though?
Nah.
That jump fire.
On the
Walk-on's good too though. Y'all been to Walk-on?
No, no.
It's pretty good. It's over there in Opelika by Tiger Town and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. I just gotta say, y'all got way more stuff than we had when we were in
Yeah,
college.
factual.
Yeah.
I mean, McDonald's might have been our only choice.
Bro.
Yeah.
That and Chick-fil-A.
I mean, I stayed right over there by the McDonald's.
Ain't no wrong with
Magnolia,
the OG McDonald's.
Nah, I don't
If I-
eat
McDonald's.
McDonald's though.
If I do
can't.
gotta eat McDonald's, I'ma just get a fry.
I used to,
Yeah,
I used to
that's the only thing I
on
eat.
Sundays,
Yeah.
before we go work out, I used to go to McDonald's every time before I go work out.
Oh wow.
Give me two Mac chickens and a
That's that
vanilla
Ocho
milkshake.
Cinco meal plan right there, bro. You just wherever.
I can't do all that.
Yeah, but so Coach Hugh Freeze is now the coach at Auburn University. You guys have a new system, you got a new coach, and you maybe have some new expectations on you now with this new staff. What's the biggest difference in the team last year and now in terms of feel, direction? Do you guys feel excited about this new offense and what they're bringing for you guys?
Yeah, I think I'm really excited. I think we coming together as an offense too. We're not everybody just not over here, over there. We as one. We coming together, and that's gonna make us better as offense going against other defense like Georgia defense, Alabama defense. We gonna be able to get after them if we together as one.
Yeah, Damari, what about you?
Yeah, no, ever since I think Free stepped in the building, like you could feel like a sudden change. Like you could feel a change in just culture, like from winter workouts, the spring ball, summer workouts. Summer workouts I feel like was the best just for our team. Like I feel like we all just came together. Like we had some shaky days, but them days I felt like made us tougher, made us come together because we ended up talking about it as a team. And I feel like, me being here last year, that was the thing like we didn't do. Like everything wasn't together. Everybody was always complaining. It was always something. Yeah, it's just crazy to think about because we got players who actually care on the team and people who want to lead and bring others with them.
And that just been the main focus this week. You know, just talking throughout camp and team meetings and stuff, just holding each other accountable. And yeah, that's how it's been.
You guys spend much time with the linemen and talk about, how you form synergy with them and you know, what your expectation is of each other to improve the run game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I spend time with a couple of them boys like outside of at the facility, But like when we at the facility, like we all be with each other. So it's
Yeah.
like it ain't necessarily this my lineman, I gotta be with him. Like
Yeah.
it's just like a natural bond that we all got for real.
Real genuine.
So let me ask this, because you talked about how you got started in football. You talked about kind of the tough times during the summer and all that kind of thing. And we've asked the other guys, and I just want to hear from you all. What's the thing that motivates you to keep going? Like, I know you've got goals that you want to reach, but like on those tough days, what's the thing that really what's your why? Like, why do you keep doing this and putting your body through all the training and going through all of this nonsense with all this crazy? Like, and I'm gonna start with you down here, Brian. Like, what keeps you going, man? What motivates you?
To be honest, my family. I know my family, like they dependent on me. So like that's why I wake up every day with a chip on my shoulder, like knowing like it's do or die. You feel me? Like I gotta do what I gotta do. Like if I was just to give it all up right now, it ain't no telling what the family trajectory will look like in a couple years from now.
What's your family makeup? Like, you got brothers, sisters? Like,
I got an older sister, older brother, and a little sister. Then my mom and my dad, they married. So like we all, my sister, she stay out of state though. But
Okay.
yeah, I got yeah, that's my family right there. But I know what I gotta do. Like I ain't saying we in a bad situation or nothing, but it's like I definitely like if I do what I gotta do, I can change like how we living.
Generations.
Yeah.
You can change generations if you do what you got to do as a man. What about you, Cliff?
Yeah, not same. If I could just, cause I'm like the first one in my family to play college football, go to college for education. Like, if I graduate, I'd be like the first one. My mama, daddy, grandma, I'd be the first one to graduate from college.
Okay.
I just want to like change perspective and like take care of my family with this. I mean, and I like playing football, and I love to play football. So that's more. That makes it even better because I like playing the game.
Right.
So.
Damari.
This question at home. I wanted you to come back to this, when you asked about like, why we play it. And I said I like hitting, but it's really a lot more than that. Like, I feel like it's my family too. My family, we're in a pretty good situation, but it's just about like what my mom and my dad put in this for me to get where I am now. Like how much they sacrificed, how much time and money they put in this to get me to where I am now. Like all the youth teams I played on, like they switched me from a public school to private school to get better football because they know like the coach there was gonna get me scholarship offers and stuff. And man, growing up, I used to always watch my brother. Like I was in middle school, he was in high school. He went to our local high school, and he was balling. Like I was like, man, I want to be like that. I want to be like that. And he went to college, and he didn't finish it all the way through. And I'm like, I gotta be the one that do that. Like, I gotta be the one that make a name for myself, break records in college, and go to the league, be great in the league too. Like I don't want to just go to the league. Like a lot of people say they want to go to the league, but I want to be like a legend. Like I want to be one of the ones like they remember for real. And yeah, but it's just my family, man. Like just knowing how much my mom and dad put into this for me to just be in the situation that I am in now. That's all it is.
That's real.
Getting your degree a goal for all of you? Like, even if you go to the league early, could you see yourself coming back to finish your degree?
See with me, I got to get the degree now because
He like, once I'm gone, I'm
Once
done.
I'm gone, and
I
I
feel
done,
that.
I done got out of school. I ain't gonna want to come back. 'Cause,
Yeah. Are you on track to graduate? Early?
Yeah, I'm on track to graduate.
Okay. What about you, Brian?
I should be graduating in the spring, the next spring coming up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's dead, bro.
Yeah, you're SEC honor roll, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, what they got you on track to graduate?
I don't know. I feel like pretty on time, like 2026.
Okay.
But I mean, if I work toward it, I think I could graduate early. But yeah, degree is the first thing that I'm looking to get, for real. Because I feel like, football only lasts so long. You're gonna need that degree to get wherever you want to be in life. Like it's more to life than just ball, and that's what Coach Black preaches us like every single day. So,
Well, it's cool to hear you guys say that you're playing for your family. You're definitely going to be playing for the Auburn family
Yes, indeed.
This fall. We're looking forward to seeing what you guys accomplish on the field this fall. I want to thank 2298 Vintage Butcher Shop for providing the food that we ate today. We ate elk.
Yeah. On
I think it was most people's first time trying elk. It was great.
On point.
Jarquez says he doesn't hunt it, but he was okay eating it. Also want to thank Golden's Cast Iron for sponsoring this event and being a great partner with the War Rapport. Guys, this has been Fireside with the War Rapport. We'll be back at you guys next time. We'll let you know who's coming to sit down with us next time. But I want to thank Damari Alston, Jarquez Hunter, Brian Battie.
Yeah.
Battie.
Battie.
For sitting down with us, talk a little ball in life. We're signing off as always. War Eagles.
War Eagles.